Turn-based strategy fans, we're in for an absolute treat this year. 2025 is shaping up to be a monster year for the genre, with a mix of fresh new contenders and some legendary franchises making a comeback. If you love planning the perfect ambush, building up that massive economy, or just losing yourself in some deep tactical gameplay, then you're in the right place today. Hey everyone, my name is Tom and welcome to LT Gaming. Now let's be honest, most of you watching right now aren't subscribed, but we'd absolutely love to have you join our community. So if you enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. It really helps us grow the channel and it means you won't miss any content. Now don't worry, today I'm going to cover a huge range of turn-based strategy games. Whether you're into grand strategy, tactical RPGs, roguelike deck builders or hardcore war games, there should be something here for everyone. So let's dive into the top 10 upcoming turn-based strategy games of 2025. Alright sci-fi strategy fans, this one's for you. Ephemeris is shaping up to be an absolute banger. A deep turn-based space war strategy game where you guide your civilization across the stars, unlock new tech and build fleets to dominate the galaxy. This one gets spicy because the combat isn't just turn-based, it plays out in 3D real-time battles. That means fighters zipping out between massive battleships, physics-driven movement, and ship designs that are entirely up to you. Hulls, shields, weapons, drives, you name it, you customize it. If you love the idea of designing your dream fleet, then watching it obliterate the enemy in cinematic space warfare, Ephemeris is definitely one to watch in 2025. Alright, next up let's dive into Elaborate Lands, a turn-based game that looks as relaxing as it is challenging. This game is going to beautifully blend elements of 4X, city building and puzzle mechanics to create a uniquely engaging experience. You're going to be tasked with building and managing cities, gathering resources, researching new tech, and of course expanding your territory. But the real kicker here is the building placement and adjacency effects are all going to be part of the strategic dance, placing structures to maximize efficiency and keep your economy humming. With over 50 different goods and buildings and resources to juggle, each map and biome will offer a fresh challenge, hopefully giving near endless replayability. This is the kind of game that will invite you to sit back, relax and then lose yourself in thoughtful planning. If you're after a strategy game that's both soothing and stimulating, Elaborate Lands is definitely one to watch in 2025. Alright, so you guys know we love mech games here and Kriegsfront Tactics is absolutely tickling our fancy. Picture this, you're dropped into an alternate history of 1970s Southeast Asia and the world is in turmoil and you're put in command of a squad of heavily armed mechs. What we love about this game is that customization it's promising to offer. It's not just about picking the biggest and baddest mechs. No, you can be scavenging parts from the battlefield, tweaking your mech's loadouts and even choosing the paint jobs. It's not all about looking flashy, combat promises to be intense. The grid-free movement system will let you get creative with positioning. There's going to be a lot of depth with how you engage the enemy, plus the jungle setting promises to make every encounter feel tense and immersive. The whole package is like a love letter to tactical mech combat and I cannot wait to see how this one develops. Alright, let's talk about a really unique looking title next, Sultan's Game, a card-based strategy where you play as a minister in a sultan's court. The twist is the Sultan is a cruel and capricious ruler and every decision you make could cost you your life. It's modelled on 1001 Nights but with a dark strategic edge. You can be using cards to complete tasks like plotting forbidden romances, spending lavishly, or even committing bloodshed. Fail your task and the Sultan's wrath will fall upon you. But here's where it gets interesting, surviving is just the start. As you play, those deadly tasks turn into opportunities for power. Ultimately, it's a game of resource management, wealth, intelligence and allies, while navigating a web of dangerous politics. It looks like a beautifully tense experience with fantastic depth and something really unique out there on the market, so I cannot wait to check this one out. Alright, let's talk about Mars Tactics next, a turn-based strategy game that's got me genuinely excited. Set on the Red Planet, you choose to lead either the resource-starved Labour revolutionaries or the expansive capital army. The game is a blend of large-scale strategic operations and detailed tactical encounters. I'm really liking the freedom that it's promising to offer. The turn-based combat is reminiscent of XCOM, but with a strategic layer that lets you shape the battlefield to your advantage. Destructible environments, amazing. You can literally blow up cover, create new paths and just cause chaos. Tactical creativity at its finest. The The character trait system looks like another highlight. Soldiers develop unique attributes based upon their actions, adding depth to your squad and makes each battle feel quite personal. In short, Mars Tactics seeks to combine intense tactical combat with strategic depth and a compelling narrative. If you're a fan of games like XCOM, this one is definitely worth keeping an eye on. Next, we're talking about Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus II, the sequel to the 2018 critically acclaimed game. This time you command either the ancient Necron legions or the techno-religious Adeptus Mechanicus. This is a fate of the world type deal. The game seeks to offer fast-paced tactical combat combined with strategic management. So you assemble your forces, you deploy your warriors, and you crush your enemies in intense turn-based battles. To succeed, you need to master each faction's unique abilities and playstyles. New environmental mechanics require you to maneuver like never before, so you have to play to your faction's strengths and weaknesses, take cover behind terrain as the Mechanicus, or destroy it as the Necrons, for example. With veteran author Ben Counter returning to tell the next chapter of the Mechanicus saga, this one promises to be a fantastic experience, and you can experience an epic conflict skillfully woven over multiple campaigns. Definitely keep tabs on this one. The next one is for the fans of deep tactical combat and high stakes decision making. It's MENACE. From the devs behind Battle Brothers, this turn-based strategy RPG throws you into a brutal war against an unknown alien force. You're going to command a strike team across multiple planets, responding to distress calls. You'll train your troops and manage your resources. Survival isn't guaranteed, your soldiers will evolve, adapt, and of course die. With procedurally generated missions, no two campaigns will be the same, so every battle will hopefully feel fresh. If you love Battle Brothers but you want plasma rifles instead of swords, MENACE is shaping up to be one to follow. Now, I've got a soft spot for the Endless series, and Endless Legend 2 looks to be taking things to the next level. This time we're on a stunning yet doomed oceanic world where shifting seasons and devastating tidefalls will constantly reshape the battlefield. In typical Amplitude Studios fashion, expect deep asymmetrical factions with completely different playstyles, each trying to survive and uncover the planet's secrets. Trust me, in this universe there's always a big mystery lurking beneath the surface. You'll build empires, lead armies, and adapt to the world before it destroys you. It's that mix of grand strategy and unpredictable chaos that makes this series so good. With a world that literally is going to fight back, Endless Legend 2 is shaping up to be an absolute must play for 4X fans. Let me know, are you as excited as I am? Alright, Civilization 7 is finally happening, and I'll be honest, I'm absolutely buzzing for it. Look, I know some of the changes have got people feeling a bit uneasy, but personally I've loved every Civ game I've ever played, and I hopefully don't see this one being any different. We're getting some seriously cool upgrades, navigatable rivers, proper army formations, and leader progressions that carry across sessions, which all sound like natural evolutions for the series. Now, the biggest shake-up and the new mechanic that's got people concerned is the culture switching mechanic, which lets you change civilizations as you progress. So you could start as Egypt and then shift to Mongolia, for example, later on. It's a bold move, and some people are saying it makes Civ feel a bit like Humankind 2.0. Honestly, I'm up for it. Civ has always been about adapting to the situation, and this can be adding another layer of strategic depth. I'm all in. Firaxis hasn't let me down yet, and I don't think they will now. But I get why some fans are skeptical. I'm choosing hype over hesitation, however, because at the end of the day, it's a new Civ game, and that's always a win in my book. What do you reckon? Do you agree with me? Disagree? Are you excited for the changes, or do you want them to stick closer to the classic formula? Chat in the comments below. I'm interested to hear everyone's thoughts. Alright, if you know this channel, you know we love our Heroes of Might and Magic. So when Olden Era was announced, I was all in. This is a proper return to the classic turn-based strategy in the world of Enroth, taking us to Jadaim, a land that was mentioned before but never explored. Expect that signature mix of deep city building, hero progression, and tactical battles with mythical creatures. Whether you're a long-term fan or a newcomer, this looks like a true throwback to what made Heroes special. Multiplayer? Of course. Random maps? Absolutely. And with a full map editor, you'll be able to craft your own worlds and share them, just like back in the old days. And get this, the soundtrack is composed by Paul Anthony Romero, the legend behind the original Heroes music. That alone has me hyped. Honestly, if Olden Era gets this right, we could be looking at a new golden age for this series. Let me know, are you excited or cautiously pessimistic? And there you have it, LT Gamers, 10 of the most exciting turn-based strategy games coming in 2025. Whether you're into deep 4X empire building, intense tactical battles, or something totally fresh, there's something to look forward to this year. Personally, I can't wait to get stuck into some of these. There's a real brilliant mix of old favourites returning and brand new ideas shaking things up. Which games are you most hyped for? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you've enjoyed the rundown, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. See you on the next one. Bye bye now.